Hello buddies, so the last time I made these egg buns, it was loved by everyone that tasted it, so I decided to repeat it again, and I added a little bit of twist to it. So first I measured my flour. I measured 1 kg of flour, and here I have 130 gram of sugar, I have 14 grams of salt and 20 grams of milk powder. Then I went in with 1 sachet of Staff instant dry yeast or 11 grams of yeast. Then I also added milk powder, just about a teaspoon of milk powder to the dry ingredients. Okay, now after adding that, I went in with my water. I measured out 540 grams of water, and I started adding the water gradually for this recipe, because I was to knead with the hand and I was trying to make it a little bit snappy to meet up with time. I used just lukewarm water. Then I added my margarine, 60 grams of margarine. Then I started incorporating everything together to form a soft supple dough. So once I was done mixing and combining the dough, I transferred this dough onto a lightly floured work surface and I started kneading the dough. Okay, to knead the dough with hands is a little bit of work, but with machine, it's going to be easier for you. So I transferred this dough on my work surface and I started kneading it, just as you see in the video, because I want my dough to attend the window pane test, so I had to be kneading and kneading. Hello, I'm super excited. I want to use this opportunity to say thank you to all my amazing followers, my amazing subscribers. I am so happy. Like each time I check here and I see that everything is going on well, I see your comments, I see your engagement, I see your likes, I see you following this particular variety chef. It makes me super. So once I was done kneading, I wrap up my dough and let it rest. So as the dough was resting, I went ahead, got my eggs, my hard boiled eggs. I mashed the eggs. So that I added sugar, I added milk powder, I added a little bit of soy sauce. I also added tomato ketchup. Okay, I added a little bit of tomato ketchup to this. Like if you also have cheese, you can add cheese if you want, but I don't have, so I also added my creamy mayonnaise. So after adding the mayonnaise, I went ahead and combined everything together. If you remember the last one, most of the things I added here, I did not add them in the other one, the first one I made. So after adding all that, I combined to have this. Next, I took out my dough. Just as you see, it is now soft and very supple. Okay, now I checked for window pane test and voila, I have that. Then I went ahead and cut each dough 100 grams. Okay, I cut each dough 100 grams. And once I was done cutting the dough, I took out one of the dough. Then I kind of roll it a little bit out from the edges, because I don't want the center to be too thin. Okay, so I roll it out from the edges, just as you see. Now to the center, I scoop in my egg filling and then wrapped it up. Ensure that you wrap it up and ensure that the egg filling doesn't touch the edge of the dough, else it's not going to wrap very well. So once I was done wrapping, I placed it all on my baking tray lined with a baking paper, and I covered it to proof for up to 1 hour 30 minutes to 2 hours. But if you want to get the best out of this, allow it to proof for up to 2 hours. It's going to proof or rise very well. And then I pop this in my preheated oven and let it bake at 150 degrees for up to 20 to 30 minutes. Please, you have to make sure that the heat of your oven is not too high. Like I was trying to rush things because of time, so I increased the heat a little more, and then it was kind of this way. So that was it. Aside that, my egg buns came out so yummy and creamy as usual. Thank you all for watching. See you next.